Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Sugar Nine. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Need Some Sugar podcast, episode 4. The title of this episode is If He Wants to, He Will. Now, with my sound off at the end, I'm going to be talking about if he wants to, then he will. The topics we'll be covering before that is Joseline's Cabaret, Bad Boys LA, JT's Wardrobe Malfunction, Takeoff, Offset, and Quavo, aka the Migos. Did Rihanna have her baby? Monkeypox, and Young Miami and Diddy drama. You ready? Let's get to it. Now, first on the agenda is JT's Wardrobe Malfunction at the Billboard Music Awards. Now, the camera caught her from a bad angle. She had on black drawers with a dress that was cut very high, and her pussy lip was out. People on Twitter were going fucking crazy as if they never seen a pussy lip before. It was shaved. I mean, get it, girl. It's not like it was one of them roast beef pussies that just was hanging. It was just sitting there. It wasn't that big of a deal to me, but hey, it is what it is. She had a wardrobe malfunction. It happens to the best of us. So I think Nicki Minaj's nipples came out before. It doesn't even fucking matter. Get over it, people. I really don't like when certain shit goes on social media and it like blows up. Like everyone has to have something to say about it. Get the fuck over it. Next, Offset unfollowed Takeoff and Quavo. I think it's a publicity stunt. I think what they're trying to do is like create some type of, oh, are the Migos breaking up? Oh my gosh, Offset unfollowed both of them and they're coming out with a song, which I like the song. It sounds like all their other songs, but all their other songs are fucking lit. So I like it. If you don't like it, talk to your mom about that. But I think they're doing something where matter of fact, let me say this. I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing something where right now Takeoff and Quavo have a song, and then Takeoff and Offset are gonna have a song, and Quavo's gonna unfollow them, and then Quavo and Offset are gonna have a song, and they're gonna and then Takeoff is gonna unfollow them. Like I feel like it's gonna be some type of, two of them at a time type shit, and then they're all going to come together and announce that they're dropping another album or their last album or some shit like that. Because most of the time when celebrities unfollow each other on social media out of nowhere, 9 times out of 10 is some type of why can't I say this fucking word? Publicity stunt. Oh my gosh, I gotta slow the fuck down to say it. Publicity. I'm done. We're moving on. Publicity. I only said that last time, so for the record, y'all know I know how to say it. Fuck. Anyway, moving on. So the question of the week is, did Rihanna have her baby? So we already know our fave Rihanna was pregnant by ASAP Rocky, and she was pretty far along. So I wouldn't be surprised if she did have her baby. She's a really, really, really big celebrity. So I'm also not surprised that her delivery probably was private and they rented out the whole fucking floor of a hospital and everybody had to leave except for the doctor and one nurse. And can't no family or anybody else come in there. Can't no janitors come by to clean the floors, nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on. Rihanna, if you had your baby, congratulations, my love. I know that baby is going to be fucking banging and I can't wait for them to post. I think she's having a girl. I don't think they announced whether they were having a girl or a boy. What do y'all think they had? I think they had a girl. That regardless if they had a girl or a boy, ASAP Rocky is gorgeous as a man. He's handsome as fuck. Rihanna is gorgeous as a woman. So their son or daughter, either way, is going to be fucking banging and beautiful / handsome. All right. So, Young Miami and one of Diddy's girlfriends was arguing on social media. And do we really care? Not really. I just thought to mention it because it just brings up a good point where, and this is nothing against Young Miami at all, but it just brings up a point where why are we bragging that we're fucking somebody else's man just to make the girlfriend mad? Like, don't get me wrong, the girlfriend was, or whatever she is to Diddy, she was doing too much too. And it's just like her and Young Miami was just going at it. To me, they both look fucking dumb because y'all fighting over this fucking grandpa. Because Diddy is old. I don't care what nobody say. Like he still be on that stage hopping with his shoulders and shit and doing his little Diddy dance, but he's old for y'all to be fucking boasting that y'all both fucking him. Next, okay. Matter of fact, let me stop talking too much shit because if Diddy tried to talk to me today, hey Diddy, hey Paw Diddy, hey, my name is Sugar Nine, I'm 27, I'm from New Jersey. Get at me, my Instagram is Sugar Nine. It's like, let me just stop. Anyway, all right, so I want to move on to something that's kind of serious, but not really. So they're saying, or there was a case of monkeypox in Massachusetts. I don't know if the patient lives in Massachusetts, but the person was found in Massachusetts with monkeypox. It said that the person did travel to other countries and brought it here. I guess so he didn't catch it here. He or she didn't catch it here, but he or she lives here and traveled to these countries and then brought the shit back. See, that is how fucking COVID happened. Stop going to these countries, doing whatever, and then bringing shit back that we don't have here. Okay? Y'all want to go to fucking Wuhan, China, and fucking eat bat soup and then come back and be patient zero in the United States. And now look, stop doing that shit. Stop going to other countries and trying to live like them. Their bodies are accustomed to what goes on over there. Just like when you go, they say that when you go to other countries, do not drink their water, drink bottled water because you can get very sick. They say that when you go to like Cancun or Dominican Republic, do not drink the water straight from the faucet out there. Drink bottled water. Wash your vegetables and your fruits with bottled water. Do not drink the sink water and shit. But that's besides the point. Stop going to these countries, just doing what the locals do. Because, like I said, their body is accustomed to their environment. They grew up there, they are from there. You're not. You are used to the United States soil and air and water. Period. Moving right along. So, I was going to talk about Joseline's Cabaret. But first, I want to mention that Amber from Joseline's Cabaret dropped her lawsuit against Joseline and Zeus Network. So if you didn't know, Amber was suing Joseline and Zeus Network because of what happened at the reunion. Now, what do you want to know that happened at the reunion? Well, this happened at the reunion. Ballistic, Joseline's man, decided that him as a grown ass man was going to attack Amber, a woman, because she socked Joseline in her shit for fucking fucking with them. Now, the whole entire reunion was trash. It was ass. I hated it. Raven, Diamond, and Lollipop all looked like fucking birds. And if y'all ever listen to this podcast, I don't know y'all personally, so I don't have a personal issue with you. But watching y'all on that stage standing next to Joseline being fucking sideshow monkeys, y'all look dumb as shit. Y'all literally looked dumb standing up there. Like, y'all really didn't even have no reason to be so buck how y'all were. Y'all literally looked dumb. Y'all look like puppets. Y'all look like sheep just standing next to this woman who talked the shit about y'all on the show. Did y'all not watch the show with us? Did y'all not see that when she talked shit about y'all? She didn't just talk shit about the other ladies that y'all were mad at. She talked shit about y'all too. Come on now. Diamond, when you got your ass whooped by Amber for saying the word nigga, Joseline was talking about you and Raven. Joseline said that you got your ass whooped and that Raven, where the fuck was she at? That she's supposed to be your best friend and your girl. Like, Joseline was talking shit. Fucking Lollipop. Joseline was talking shit about you, saying that you swear you're better than everybody because you're light skinned and do you think you look better than Beyonce and blah, 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 blah. And bitch, you're a big headed bitch and she don't like light skins like you because da da da. Do y'all not remember when she did all this and when she said all this? But y'all sitting up here on this fucking stage right next to her like she done had y'all back. Joseline has nobody's fucking back but her own. And maybe her man and her daughter. I'll give her daughter. But Joseline does not give a fuck. Like, she looks at y'all like a check, okay? Y'all bring ratings, y'all bring drama for her to have viewers and people that want to come to the cabaret tour or whatever. Matter of fact, they was in I think they were here in Jersey last night, May 20th, because I'm recording this Saturday, May 21st. Hey, but they were I think they were in Jersey. Like, you couldn't pay me to go to fuck up in there, because why am I watching? First of all, I like me a strip club or two, but I don't like these bitches, so why the fuck would I go to? Or I don't like them on the show. Let me keep saying that. I don't know them personally. I don't like these bitches on a show. So why would I go pay to go see these hoes dance? Because I'm not throwing no fucking money. And it ain't because I don't got none. It's just because I'm not giving my money to y'all. Bitch, please. But regardless, back to the reunion. Y'all looked so whack up there. I just hope that y'all watched this reunion and y'all were disappointed in yourselves and y'all said I will never act like that again. Because y'all just I was looking at the reunion with the stink face the whole time. I'm like, this shit is bullshit. And Kate Capri, I like her for standing up for what she believed in, but her keep yelling and screaming and all that shit. Like, bitch, you can get your point across without yelling like a fucking monkey. Like, she literally was I'm not gonna yell into this mic how she was, but please go watch it if you're subscribed to Zeus, because Kate Capri was just yelling, like saying she gonna get niggas touched and all this other shit. Like, I understand she was standing up for the right thing. Her feelings were valid and they came from a good place. I'm not gonna ever take that away from her. But all that yelling and screaming and high pitched bullshit, calm down, babe. Like, come on. That shit almost was too unbearable to watch. I wanted to turn the shit off. I'm like, yo, if they don't cut from this bitch yelling, I'm turning this shit off. I guess the editor got the point because they sure did cut as soon as I was thinking that in my head. But the rest of the reunion was trash. It was just them all arguing. There was no real dialogue. No fans' questions got answered. The host didn't get to ask anything. Joseline said her little 1-2. I was mad that they cut out the part where Amber was singing. I don't know if y'all ever seen this video of Joseline in the studio high off coke and drunk, and she was on drugs, bitch. She was like, I smoked my weed, a little roach. And then she was like, take a shot of Hennessy. Y'all please tell me y'all saw that fucking video, because I'm not trying to just be on this mic making fun of her and y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Like, she just was going crazy. She thought she was killing it in that studio, and then the niggas who was around her wasn't shit because they was trying to gas her up, and that bitch sounded a mess. She looked a mess and sounded a mess. Like, I hope if she ever saw that, she was like, yo, I would never hit rock bottom like that again. But yeah, Amber was making fun of her with that. Like, they used that for the promo, but they didn't actually put it in the reunion, which was fucking trash to me. Like, get the fuck out of here. I didn't appreciate that. And to be honest, I didn't appreciate the whole entire reunion. Like, I know my energy seems off right now because it was when I watched it. It just was like bleh. I don't give a fuck about this no more. I hope they do bring back Joseline's Cabaret, but I hope it's like a whole different type feel to it, because the way they're going about it now, that show's not going to last, or they shouldn't do another season. Next season, whatever city it's going to be in, hopefully she has new girls and hopefully it's a whole different setup. And I really want for Joseline to like actually act like a boss and not try to be their friend. Like, I want her to have a cabaret captain, and I want her to teach them to dance, have them audition, have them perform with her. But I want to see kind of less of Joseline like mingling with them so much unless they're practicing for the fucking cabaret. Because it's just so much, it was just so much drama. And it's like Joseline was like going back and forth with them. It's just like, you're the fucking boss, bitch. You don't go back and forth with these bitches. You're the boss. I wish I would be in charge of some shit and I'm going back and forth with my employees as if I'm one of them, as if I'm a coworker. No, bitch, I run this shit. And Joseline likes to say that, but she doesn't act like it. She acts like one of them, and she inserts herself in little drama that they have amongst themselves. Like, no, let them figure that shit out by themselves. And also, that goes back to picking a cabaret captain. Pick one and let that hoe be the fucking peer mediator between the girls. You sit up high, drink your tea, and tell them to get their shit together. That's it, point blank, period. So, and just one last thing before I wrap up this reunion shit. Ballistic, you're a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck that they didn't show us all that happened at the reunion, but the fact that they showed you rushing Amber, and then it just was a whole fucking clusterfuck of people. We know that you put your hands on that girl, and you're fucking wrong for that. I don't care if she punched Joseline square in her fucking mouth. Joseline is a big bitch and a strong bitch. I could tell she works out. I look at her legs and I could tell that bitch is strong. Let her fight her own fucking battles. You ran up on a fucking woman for hitting your woman, and then the bitches around Jocelyn talking about, nah, that's her nigga, that's her nigga. I think I'm making fun of Raven. She was like, nah, that's her nigga, that's what they supposed to do. What you think? She hit her bitch. Shut the fuck up, y'all. He's a bitch ass nigga. Cause why couldn't Jocelyn or one of y'all whoop Amber's ass? Why did y'all condone Ballistic whooping her ass? And then Jocelyn trying to poke her chest out at the big ass security guards, talking about, let go of my nigga, leave my nigga alone. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Your nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He probably whoops her ass and she thinks it's okay that now he's whooping another female's ass. Like, yeah, bitch, that punch hurts, don't it? Like, that shit's not cute at all. I would have cussed my nigga smooth the fuck out, almost to the point where we wouldn't be together no more. Cause I wouldn't fuck with nobody that puts their hands on females like that and think that that's okay. And you will not tell me that, oh, he did that because he from the hood and they from the streets. And no, because I know a lot of hood niggas that will never put their hands on a female. Tuh. So miss me with that hood shit. No, that's some bitch nigga shit. And a bitch nigga could come from the hood or the suburbs. Okay? There's a lot of niggas that work in corporate buildings with suits and ties every day on Wall Street that hit they wives. That they don't come from the hood. So miss me with that. Ballistic is a bitch ass nigga for putting his hands on Amber. And if I was Amber, that nigga would have been cut the fuck up by the end of that goddamn reunion. I tell you that. I tell you that. But yeah, that was Jocelyn's cabaret, y'all. The reunion. That shit was trash. Honestly, I know we waited mad long for it, and I think that's why I'm really irritated, because we waited so fucking long for the shit and it was trash. They could have fucking kept it and had us still asking for it, and they could have said, oh, there was nothing to show. Boom. Bye. I think they're gonna lose some subscribers, and by there I mean Zeus Network. They're gonna lose subscribers because that shit was trash. Like, my energy is so low talking about it right now because I'm like, I was over it. I'm having that same feeling that I had when I watched it. I was over it. So on to something that I actually enjoyed watching, Bad Boys LA. Y'all, I'm not talking about shit but Jonathan beating Rio's ass, okay? And Milan hiding in the motherfucking bushes. Y'all, please, if you do not watch Bad Boys LA, please subscribe to Zeus Network and watch Bad Boys LA. Jonathan came back. He came to the party. He went upstairs to put his shit. Like, this is a continuation from last week's episode, okay? So Jonathan came in the party. He said, I'm about to go put my shit in my room. By his room, he meant Milan's room that he told Milan they could share, or it was just going to be his. And Milan was like, oh, no, this is my room, blah, 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 blah. So Milan called his friend Rio. Rio came in there, said, yeah, I got your back, da-da-da-da-da. So when Jonathan went upstairs that next day, during the party, Milan and Rio followed Jonathan upstairs. So Jonathan gave Rio a shot. I think he had Don Julio, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, he gave Rio a shot, and then just 5 seconds after that, Jonathan was like, this is my room. Rio was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Mind you, it's not even Rio's room either. Rio took his fucking jacket off, tried to rush Jonathan. And mind you, Jonathan had a leather jacket on. If you wear leather jackets, you know how fucking tight those things are. Man, that when you mad, shit don't matter. Rio rushed Jonathan, and Jonathan wore his ass out. Jonathan tore him up so bad that he was still mad when security tried to pull him off of Rio, because he was pulling that nigga's legs. Like, get over here. Like, he was trying to pull that nigga to him. Like, I need to get him some more. So security got Rio up out of there, tried to calm Jonathan down. And Milan was just sitting there with a smirk on his face, not doing shit. I think Jonathan was about to hit or a fire extinguish Milan. Milan had mace. Like, it was a lot going on, but they didn't end up doing shit to each other. Then the fight continued downstairs. Jonathan hit Rio so fucking hard that nigga fell back and slid across the floor. And then Jonathan beat him into a corner, and then security hopped on them. So, we didn't really see that part of the fight, but just based off of Jonathan whooping his ass from what we did see, I know when security was on him and when they was on the floor, he was still whooping Rio's ass. And also, I totally forgot to fucking mention, Rio had these little Twizzlers on his head, and Jonathan pulled every single one of them out. And then in his confessional, he fucking had them shits under a hat on his head. And they weren't really Twizzlers, y'all. They were like little red dreads or braids. But come to find out, it was fucking a lace front that was braided up or whatever. Regardless, them shits look trash anyway. So Jonathan did Rio a favor by taking them shits out. But Rio didn't want nobody to see his head because he kept, no matter what was going on, when the camera was around, he kept tying something around his head, right? And I'm like, yo, that nigga scalp must be fucked up and burning red because he didn't take no hat off. He didn't take the scarf off. He kept tying a shirt, whatever he could find. He tied it around his head when the cameras was around. I said, oh, that nigga don't want to be embarrassed on national television. Regardless, you shouldn't have came in there starting shit. You shouldn't have came in there inserting yourself in something that had nothing to do with you. I know you wanted to have your friends back, Rio, but now look, your friend was sitting there and didn't do shit about it. Your friend didn't even have his own fucking back. So hopefully this situation teaches not only Rio, but anybody watching that sometimes you don't need to have your friends back because they're not going to have your back or their own fucking back. So now you're in drama and you got your ass whooped for what? I would say no fucking reason. But that's just my opinion. Regardless, the fight continued outside. There was a big man in a blue hat. We need to find out who he is because Jonathan, you need to get your lick back or your one up with him because he pushed you. I don't know if y'all already talked about it or if you know who he is. And he was like, my bad, bro, but you were drowning Rio in the pond and I had to get you back and you was mad. I don't know if they had a conversation, but if they didn't, Jonathan, the guy in the blue hat pushed you, babe. So get his ass because we don't like him. We need to figure out who the fuck he is. Because the way he pushed you was very aggressive, and we know he wasn't security. He was Rio and Milan's friend. So yeah, get at him. But regardless, Jonathan fucked him up, and then they showed footage. The next day, Jonathan came back to the house and beat Rio's ass with a chair. All you see is Jonathan fucking lifting up one of them heavy metal chairs from the barbecues. Bong, 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 like 4 times. They was running around the little, I guess that's a driveway in front of the house. There was no like official cameras there. It was like somebody's cell phone camera that it was recorded on. And come to find out, it was Mula's phone. His bitch ass. I don't like him. But anyway, Jonathan was like, I'm gonna go get my gun on this bitch. And Milan was mad. Milan was like, oh, I wonder who called Jonathan and told him that there was no security here. How would he know that Rio was outside on the phone? Then Milan's bitch ass called the ambulance and the cops and was like, this shit turned into something serious. That shut up, bitch. Because when it was you fighting everybody and when it was you running up on people and having drama with people, everything was fine. But when somebody really comes that's applying pressure, you're scared and you want to act like a fucking Karen with your bald ass and call the fucking cops. Are you serious? Like, get the fuck out of here. And I really hope some of this is not scripted because I would really feel stupid talking about this shit and being so passionate about it and it's all fake. Like, all of it is fake. But I'm about to tell y'all, the way Jonathan was hitting Rio with that fucking chair, that was not fake. It might have started out fake, but that part was not fake. He was knocking that nigga's hands off. He was trying to break that nigga's hand, head, arm, wrist. He was hitting him with that chair so goddamn hard. Like, you heard the hits. So if that shit started off scripted, it didn't end that way. That just goes to show you just watch who you fucking with. Shit. Yeah, but Milan was talking shit on social media. Like, a lot of things about these shows is you can't just watch the show and leave it there. You have to follow these cast members on social media and you have to look at their lives and look at their posts and shit like that because that's where the real tea is. That's where they be talking about the real shit. Like, I follow Relly on social media and I think I follow Gutter too. And they always on live talking about the episodes and stuff and like, no, they showed y'all this but they didn't show y'all that. Like, you really got to follow their social media so you can get the full picture, because just watching the show you be like, oh, okay, but come to find out one of them called Jonathan and told Jonathan that Rio was standing outside, which I don't fucking blame him, because if you my good Judy, if you my bitch and somebody you don't like is out here and you was waiting to catch them, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell you that they out here. It's point blank period. I'm like, oh sis, you was looking for so and so, she's standing right here. And if she's not, I'm not gonna keep her there for you. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna keep her there and be like, oh no, come talk to me, smoke a cigarette with me, or can I ask you a question? Like, nah, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna keep no bitch nowhere that don't want to be kept somewhere. However, if you're just standing there and I call my bitch and let her know and put her D on something, then it is what it is. Have your head on a swivel, bitch. You know you got beef out here, ain't shit sweet. And you know I'm not your friend. I don't fuck with you. That's how I look at it. But maybe it's just because of how I grew up and where I grew up. Like shit like that. That's what happens. Like if one of your friends see somebody you got beef with, we gonna call you and let you know, like, look, so and so is here. What you want? What you about to do? Like, bitch, I'm about to pull up. All right, cool. I'm here. Point blank, period. But that was the topics for the week. So now I want to get into my sound off for the week. Are y'all ready? All right. So this week's sound off is if he wanted to, he will. Now, I feel like that goes without explaining, but let me explain. You know how when a man says like if you're talking to him, right? And this also can go for someone you're in a relationship with. So a man says, or a woman also. So it can go either way. Don't even take that pronoun like seriously. If she wanted to, she will. If he wanted to, he will. If they wanted to, they will. Okay? Now that we got that out the way. When you're talking to someone and they say, "Oh, I miss you. I want to take you on a date. I want to do this. I want to do that." Um, just they say things. They say things and there's no action behind it, right? I truly believe, and I know there's some people that agree with me. If they wanted to, they will. Why the fuck do you keep telling me you want to take me on a date? Take me on a fucking date. There is no amount of going on in the world. And by that I mean people be like, "Oh, I got a lot going on," or "This and that is going on." Da da da. Like, I will only accept that for like a month. After a month, you don't have no plan in place. There's nothing that you're not trying to make your situation better. We're just gonna keep complaining about it. I'm sorry, but as a grown ass woman who has gone through a lot of shit, which I will talk about in coming episodes of certain shit that I've gone through, I definitely want somebody to take accountability for what they're going through in their life. You may not have caused this issue in your life, but what are you doing to work on it? What are you doing to make it better? Where is the resolve or resolution? However, you're supposed to say that. What is going on? Like, why are you in the trenches, in the gutter, in the mud with this situation so long? Why are you sitting with it? And then using that as an excuse to not do what you say you're going to do with somebody you're talking to. Like, for an example, I'm going to use my personal life just a little bit, right? There's a couple of dudes that I've been talking to since I've been single, and most of them I've cut off because they just kept talking. There was no actions behind any of their words. "Oh, I want to take you out on a date. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I wish we could. This woulda, coulda, shoulda shit." I'm tired of that. I get tired of that very quickly. I'm not one of them bitches that stick around to see if you up. I'm sorry, because let's put the shoe on the other foot. If I was one of them bitches that needed money all the time, or if I complained that, "Oh, I need money for my phone's about to get cut off, my light's about to get cut off, I don't got no food in my house for my daughter, I don't got this, my car about to get taken away, my insurance is lapsed." You know what I mean? Like, if I was one of them type bitches, how many of these niggas would really sit around and be like, "Yo, I got you, ma. I got you. How much you need?" Or let's figure out a plan to get you on your feet. 9 times out of 10, let's say out of 10 niggas, one of them would probably stand up and be like, "Nah, I got you. Like, I see your potential. I got you." So therefore, me as a woman, I'm not looking, no, I'm no longer, because I used to, I am no longer looking at a man and seeing his potential. I just shared a post on Facebook that said I am no longer looking or dating someone to see their potential. You got to come to me fully potential. And I 100% fucking agree with that. You need to have your shit together now when you talk to me, because I have my shit together. And if you don't agree with that, you can kiss my ass, because why don't you agree with that? If I am a grown ass woman that has all my shit together and I don't need you for shit, I want you. Why the fuck do you expect me to sit around and wait for you to get your shit together? Because 9 times out of 10, there's shit that I want to do that you can't do, when I can go talk to or meet up with guys that got their shit together that can do the shit that I want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them bitches that need you for your money. If I say, "Hey, I want to go to Top Golf," what I mean by that is, nigga, let's go to Top Golf. I pay for myself, you pay for yourself, and let's go have a good ass fucking time. I don't need you to have a lot of money. I don't need you to have the most money in the world to fucking date me. I need you to just have yourself together. Have yourself together. You want to go on dates and shit, but you have no means to go on the date. And by means, I mean you don't have no fucking money to go on the date. You don't have no car to go on the date. You don't got no time to go on the date. So it's like, why are you wasting your breath telling me that you want to do these things? Because now you put me in the mindset of, okay, I'm looking forward to the day that this man takes me out on a date. How many days do you want me to look forward to? Like I said, bitch, you got about a month of no action before I cut you off, or I look at you as just a piece of dick. And I'm sorry, because if sometimes I'll talk to a dude and look at him as just a piece of dick, I'm like, I know this ain't gonna go nowhere, but we gonna have sex for right now till I find the person that I really want to talk to, and then I'm gonna cut old boy off. Like, plain and simple. Y'all niggas do it all the time, so don't look at me or don't think of me crazy. Y'all look at females, be like, yo, she a good little shot. I'ma fuck on her till I find a bitch who got her shit together that I really want to take serious and go to the next level with. And that's the type time I'm on. If you keep if I know that you don't have your shit together, and I see that you're not even trying to get your shit together, because here's the thing. If I see that you're trying to get your shit together, that's different. But if I see that you're complaining about your situation and you're not trying to make it better, you don't have no money, but you're not looking for a job. You say you don't have time, but you're not trying to sit there and figure out your life to, not even make time for me, but just make time for yourself. Make time for you to sit down and really calculate your life so that you don't have to have all this going on in your life. Because listen, if I sat here and told y'all all the shit that I have going on, you'd be like, yo, yeah, she got a lot going on, but I still make time for the shit that I want to do. I make time for what I want to do. So that goes to say, if he wants to, he will. I seen a fucking somebody somebody's TikTok. Her boyfriend is in jail. He planned or coordinated with somebody outside of jail, of course. One of his family members, they coordinated a whole fucking proposal on the beach for his girlfriend. Now his fiance, she said yes, congrats to them. But he's in fucking prison, and he was able to not only fund but plan a fucking engagement on a beach to his girlfriend. And you got niggas out here free as hell. No house arrest, no nothing. Niggas free as hell telling their girlfriend, like, damn, I want to marry you one day. The nigga marry her. That's why, and I'm talking to my females with this. Stop only relying on what these niggas are telling you. Look at his actions. Once he tells you something, what comes after that? Are you seeing him do anything that possibly will make you think, okay, he said he wants to go on vacation here. I see him working a little bit more overtime at work. So he's probably trying to save money for our trip. Or if it's just somebody you're talking to, if you're busy and I'm busy, if we can at least even make 20, 30 minutes out of the day for each other, that goes a long way with me. I am very simple. I don't require much when you're talking to me, but one thing I don't like is you keep trying to get me with your words, because that doesn't work for me. I literally will look right through you. I can smell when someone is lying to me or bullshitting with me. And the type of person that I am, I will let you think that I'm falling for the okey doke when the whole time I'm planning on not talking to you no more. Dead ass. I will make you feel like I am in love with you almost. And we're just talking. And it's not even that I do too much. I don't say that I love you or nothing. It's just my actions. I'll act like I'm sweating you so bad and then stop talking to you out of nowhere. Or it'll be a whole fucking week where we're not talking. And you be like, damn, what happened to you? What's going on? And I'll be like, oh, nothing. I've been chilling. Yeah. And if you really ask me, like, nah, what happened? I will tell you, like, I to be honest with you, I think you're full of shit. You keep telling me that you want to do A, B, and C, but You're not doing anything about A. You're not doing A, B, or C. You're not doing anything. So, ladies, I'm going to leave you with this. If he wants to, he will. If you're talking to a man and he keeps telling you what he wish he could do for you, what he wants to do for you, what he plans on doing for you, and you don't see no action behind it or no type of steps, being put in place so that that can happen in the near future, if it's not the near future, even just in general, if you don't see that man putting in any effort to put actions behind his words, then he will never do that. He's going to sit there and keep getting you with his words because he see that he can just tell you something and you're gonna hold on to that and be like, okay, babe. No, he said he's going to. He said. But what did he do? What the fuck did he do? He keeps saying, but he's not doing. Ladies, please etch that in your fucking brain. If he wanted to, he will. Fellas, if a female keeps bullshitting with you, if she wants to, she will. We all make time for the shit that we want to do. What ladies, with men, don't you notice that, especially the men that go to the gym, they can have a full fucking work schedule. They can have kids, they can have a lot of shit going on in their life, but they make time to go to the gym? Because if you want to, you will. That's something that they're passionate about or something they like doing. They make time to go to the gym no matter how tired they are, before or after their shift, before or after taking care of their kids. They make time to go to the gym. That's just one example. Okay? Fellas, a female tells you, "Oh, I take care of all my kids. I don't have time. I work full-time daycare, cleaning, cooking, getting blah 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 blah." But you see that she goes out with her friends sometimes. She makes time for that. She makes time for shit that she wants to do. So regardless, let's wrap this bitch up. If they wanted to, they will. Do not let someone keep you in their life by dangling a carrot in front of your fucking face. And that carrot is them telling you what they wish they could do. They're telling you what you want to what they think you want to hear. They see that they can tell you, like, "Oh, I miss you." Show me you fucking miss me. Come to my house, spend time with me. Tell me come over. Tell me pull up real quick. Show me that you miss me. Oh, I want to take you on a date. Take me on a fucking date. I'm a cheap date, bitch. You could take me to Applebee's. I'll be happy. I love me the bees. Okay. I love me a little wang from there. I love me the little wonton tacos. Okay. What else I love from there? The little cheap ass drinks. I'll have me a good old fucking time at Applebee's. Okay. Take me to Chili's. We can go to the movies. We can go bowling. Like, I'm a very cheap date. We do not have to do no extravagant. We don't gotta do no steak 48, Benihana's. Fucking Top Golf is kind of expensive too. If once you pay for the lanes and drinks and food and shit, I know that check will add up. I'm a cheap date. My point is very simple. If you want to, you will. Don't dangle no carrot in front of somebody's face by just talking and saying words. Put some action behind your words. And you can apply that to anything in your life. All right, that's it for this week's episode. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Need Some Sugar podcast. Remember, as always, to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is at Sugar Podcast. That's SUGGAHPODCAST. And Facebook is Need Some Sugar Podcast. So make sure you like the page. Make sure you're sharing it on your social media. Let people know you're listening to the Need Some Sugar podcast. It's your favorite podcast. You're in love with it. Just let them know I'm just saying some real shit over here and they will benefit from listening to me, okay? We definitely are picking up on our listeners. I want to thank everybody for joining the family because I told you we a family, bitch. And I want to just thank everybody for your continued support. This is only the beginning. I will start having guests on the podcast soon. I cannot wait for that. I feel like I have a lot of good dialogue that is going to go on between me and the people that I already have in mind to bring on the show. I have a lot of topics in mind that I want to talk about with these people. And I think I know it'll be a really, really, really good listen and a really, really, really good time. One thing I do want to tell you guys is I will be starting an advice column. However, I'm still trying to figure out how to keep it anonymous. I don't want to know who sent it in at all, because I know some people will tell you to send it in and they see who sent it in, but they just keep it anonymous when they're talking about it. No, I want you guys to feel completely comfortable and I want to keep it completely anonymous. I want you guys to be able to send me things that you want advice on. and I don't even know who sent it. I'm just reading it and I'm just giving you your advice. And when you listen to it, hopefully you feel it. I will tell you one thing: when I give advice, I will always end it with, but that's just what I would do. Because if some shit happened after I didn't gave you some advice, it will not fall on my conscience or on my heart. If some bullshit happened, because all I'm gonna tell you is, but that's just what I would do. On a serious note, though, I give really, really good advice. I would never steer you the wrong way. I am the angel on your shoulder, okay? I will give you very, very, very good advice. So once I get all the kinks and stuff worked out with that, I would definitely announce when that's ready for you guys to submit your inquiries or you know, entries. And I feel like that's gonna be a really, really, really fun section on the podcast, because I know y'all got some crazy stories and I cannot wait to read them and I cannot wait to give you guys advice. Okay. So, once again, I want to thank everyone for listening to this week's episode. Tune in next week for episode 5. Bye.